Okay, long time no see. Yeah, it's been a minute since I made a video. Apologies. I had real life shit going on. And I was moving houses, blah blah blah. You don't need the whole story. But long story short, it's been a minute. I never ended up getting around to posting my culture review update, but thankfully in this miniature pride update, some of the culture stuff got reworked, so that now makes it again relevant. And this will just be a combination video of my review of the Pride update and the culture update. I think I talked about it already. If not, I'm gonna insert the clip. But we got a sorry we work. We got a couple new code items. We got some makeups. Yeah, and we're just gonna go ahead and get right into that. I will say that before we even get into this, my opinion. First of all, I am a member of the LGBTQIA, claiming to be. Before we even get into it, I am an advocate of games including inclusive cultural updates like this, like a Pride update. It doesn't bother me. I don't think it really should bother anybody else, in my opinion. But I am also just an individual that, I don't spend my time obsessing over what other people are doing in their bedrooms. So, like, that has never been something that bothers me. If it's something that bothers you, I would highly suggest seeking therapy. Anyways, I digress. We're gonna go ahead and get into the update. They added a bunch of new things for the Pride. Well, it's a mini update. It's a small update. Okay. They're kind of just dipping their toe. The devs are dipping their toes in the water after saying for like the last 2 or 3 years they not doing no fucking Pride updates. Stop asking. Even I think as early as this month they were saying if it happens it won't be called a Pride update, even though it was called the Pride update. So I'm a little bit confused on that. But anyways, yeah, there was a lot of controversy surrounding this update, mainly just people debating whether or not it was needed. In my personal opinion, the Pride update was absolutely needed and absolutely warranted, because you can't have a game like Dress to Impress, which is like literally 99% based off of entirely gay, queer, drag culture, and then not do a Pride update. You know what I'm saying? You can't have your staff be like 75% gay and then not do a Pride update. You know what I'm saying? And I understand the rationale, maybe to a slight minor degree, that they were attempting to give last year and the year before about how they didn't want to necessarily add a Pride update because they were afraid that the game would be banned in other countries. I personally am calling bullshit on that. I know. Douyin put out a statement. I'll put it on the screen. I know they put out a statement saying, it wasn't about that. The reason we were not given the Pride update was not because of money. It wasn't because of this, that, and the other. All I'm saying is there have been plenty more successful games than Dress to Impress, or equally successful games as Dress to Impress, who do a Pride update. Okay, on the same platform you're on. You know what I'm saying? And while that does come with a certain level of backlash, like, I think it was a cop-out answer to try to explain away not having it by saying, oh, we were worried about getting banned in certain countries. I don't know, Mama. I think you were worried about that concurrent player number dropping a little bit, but that's just my opinion. Regardless of all of that, we did get the Pride update. A lot of people are saying, it's a little late. I think personally, I'm going to give them some grace on the time frame in which it was released, because me personally, like in my city that I live in, our Pride parade, like our Pride festival for the state, was literally the day this came out. Like a lot of states celebrated, at least in America, celebrated the Pride parade and Pride update literally on the day that this came out. So I'm not going to necessarily rag on them for the update being, quote, late, because I don't necessarily think that was the case. But nonetheless, it's here. We're going to go ahead and get into it. And then we're going to do Pride update first. And then I'll talk about my thoughts and opinions on the culture update. I'm going to try to jog my memory and remember what it was that I was feeling that day. I mean, I do have it recorded. I can literally just pull it up. Maybe I'll do that. But we'll get into that a little bit. I know that they did finally add the freaking info cards to these flags literally like 3 weeks after the fucking culture update came out. But okay, we're not gonna get into that right now. Let's go ahead and we are going to get into the Pride related things. Actually, let's go ahead and put in the code first. I think it was all capital letters, proud. Boom. Okay, we got a dress and then we got a flag. Let me go to my dressing room. Ooh, we're not gonna look at the back of the hair. The back of the hair doesn't matter. Let me take off these clothes. I'm like, where the fuck is the bodysuit? Some of the stuff in the dressing room is still glitched and invisible. So like the icon for that rich girl bodysuit was literally not there. Okay, here's the dress. From what I've heard, and I guess what we're about to see, yeah, she doesn't have any toggle. I mean, she has toggles here, but she doesn't have any toggles as far as like the actual dress goes, because mama, I'm telling you, this part right here as a top only would fucking eat. It would eat. And also for everybody who keeps trying to say, this is a kid's game, this is a kid's game. Girl, look at this fucking dress and tell me this is some shit a kid would be wearing. Please. Enough of that. This is not a damn kid's. I don't care. Yes, kids play this game. Girl, this is not a kid's game. This is not a kid's game. I'm telling, what kid is wearing that? What kid? I'm there like, this is a risque ass dress. Maybe because it's a code item, they were able to be a little bit more risque. But mama, what 13-year-old, walking out the crib with this? Okay, but anyways, this would have been a fire top only toggle. I love that the back is out. I've already seen people doing like jewelry hacks for the back of the dress. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not mad about not having a skirt only toggle on this. It looks just like every other long skirt we already have. But I desperately mourn not having a top only toggle. Okay. This is the gradient. This is the rainbow. This is plain. Cool. Let's throw it in gold. I do love my gold. And is it textural? Yeah, okay, it is. Okay, it is. Yeah. All right. Yeah, get into it. She was a sleigh. Okay. Yeah. Let me put on a different hair combo so that I can actually see the back. I think this one does not cover up. It sure does cover the back. Oh, okay. Yeah, put on a fucking bob. Put on a bob. The bob not gonna cover the back. Okay, period. The back is out. I don't know if we ever seen this much of the back for the Dress to Impress model. I don't know if we've ever seen this much back. This is a risky like, damn, mama. I'm holding my hand up to the bottom of the dress. This girl is literally naked. Child. Yeah, stop calling this a kid's game. This is not a kid's game. I'm telling you, this is not a kid's game. This dress is a slay. Do not get me wrong. It's absolutely giving what it was supposed to give, but this is not a kid's game. I wish there was a toggle maybe for the skirt to be just like slim and not like poofed out like that. But yeah, this stop calling this a kid's game. Okay. And then we also have the flag. I did see that it's mouth words are hard sometimes, guys. The flag is meant to be representing different sexualities and shit. And they did purposefully not actually put the names of it on there, which that doesn't really bother me that much. I can kind of understand that. It doesn't really bother me that much. Rainbow, creamsicle. Like, you can, if you know the flags, you know which ones they are. Some people were upset about there not being, I think a flag for asexual members. And I think there was like one other flag people were upset about, like, not being included. But you guys, my opinion is, girl, we got 9 fucking flags here. Okay. My goodness gracious. Okay. The amount of sub chapters that are now included in the freaking, mind you, it used to be just LGBT. Okay, it's so much deeper than that. Okay, queer is so much more inclusionary than it was prior. It would like literally not be possible for them to put every single label that exists under the sun into this mini update. Okay, so like, I'm personally not really upset about this. Wait, can you not wait. Oh, okay, you can. I was like, wait, can you not just do it like whatever you want to do it? But yeah, I guess you can. I'm waving the white flag. This community lately. Okay, I'm not gonna get into it. Okay, let's go check out the makeup stuff. Look at this face. Isn't she gorgeous? Okay, there's one new face. Let me try on the face. Oh, whoa. Wait, oh, but it's a drag face. Okay, actually that makes sense. That makes sense. I was like, oh, that's intense. But it's literally drag makeup, so that makes absolutely perfect sense actually. These lips look delicious. Ooh, these lips look delicious. It's kind of giving Gyaru a little bit like Gyaru makeup. This face, I don't know if it's just me, but it reminds me of the chic cowgirl face from season 2 Mystery Dolls. Just look. It reminds me of this face a little bit. And obviously they're different. But I think it's just the eye makeup. Hold on. Wait a minute, actually. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, okay, it's a little different. But they kind of remind me of each other. And this face, chic cowgirl, is like my favorite of all the mystery makeups that have come out. Anyways, this is it on light mode. But my skin's more fitting for this mode. Okay, let me go into the individual assets. The eyes. Okay. These eyes are gorgeous. Yeah, I really like them. Actually. Yeah. They don't have that many toggles. Or I guess customizable features rather, sorry. A lot of the newer eyes, like you can change the eyelashes, you can change the eyeliner, blah 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 blah. These ones are they're simple. These eyes and these eyebrows are extra arched. Now, mama, I'm not using those. Yeah. I'm not using those. I am almost strictly a 155 eyebrow kind of gal. This is my shit right here. I almost exclusively use this eyebrow. I'm not even going to cap to you. Okay, we're gonna go to the lips. Okay. Oh, okay. Ooh, oh, why does it have that, like, why does she look like she was eating powdered donuts? What's up with the, like, weird ass white hue on it, though? Wait, I was really excited for these lips, but what the actual HE double hockey sticks is up with the coloring on it? I hate when they give me such beautiful assets and they have this weird unchangeable color hue on them. Please, I'm begging. I'm begging, stop. I'm begging, stop doing that. Look, it looks a little bit better. Like when you make it like a lighter color, but it's so like I use almost exclusively brown skin models. Okay, so my lips are usually some shade of brown, some darker tone. Let me see how it looks. It just I wish I need them to give me a third layer. Let me like how on a lot of the lips you can now edit the highlight. Give me a third layer on these lips so I can adjust this damn hue, because I'm not fucking with that. Oh my god. Bro, they had me in the first half. Okay, let's move on. Okay, and we got, did we? Is this new? Is 68 new? Did we get a new highlight? Ooh, I like it though. I like it. Actually, let me turn it down a little bit. I do like it though. And then noses. This was the new nose. Yeah, the drag makeup it has a lot of Gyaru aspects to it. Somebody let me know in the comments, because I'm not a Gyaru person, so I genuinely don't know. I know that Gyaru makeup does take some inspiration from the Black community. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know people don't like when you start getting into the whole everything is about race thing, but everything is about race in my opinion. A lot of things are definitely inspired by Black culture, and I know that a lot of aspects of like Japanese street culture and Gyaru culture are inspired by it. So I'm wondering if Gyaru came from drag and not the other way around. You know what I mean? Like, is it that this looks like Gyaru, or is it that Gyaru looks like drag? Maybe a little bit of both. When I turn it all the way down, like, and just make it kind of normal, it's not a bad nose. It's not a bad nose at all. One of the eyeshadows. Okay, you can like, wait. Okay, keep the second layer on. Yeah, and the third one, turn it off. Yeah, it's low-key just like the Gyaru DLC do. And this one here is the like eyeshadow. I like this. I like a good cat eye. Ooh, like, wait, hold your hand up and look at just the eyes. It's giving Clark from Love Island season 7. How she always did that cat eye look. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I'm not even gonna hold you though. Take off. Let me put a different nose on. And let me put on some different lips, because these lips is pissing me off. Okay, they're making me mad. Okay. How's the face looking so far, girlies? Wait, Loki, it is giving Clark a little bit, but I'm not finna say Taylor's corny ass line, so don't even ask. Okay, and then we have 3 Pride makeups. Number 1 has 5 layers to it. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm not getting into all that. Number 2, okay, and number 3. What if I set everything? Well, actually, oh, you can't. Oh, you can't change. They're all permanently rainbow. Okay. So you can't really, and there's no opacity for any of these layers. So okay. I think probably this one, 571, is the cutest and the most versatile. The other two, like, you have to be doing in an absolutely like rainbow centered kind of theme for those to work. But this one, I feel like you can make this work with like things other than something rainbow paletted. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. They can keep the eyeshadows, but the drag face, the assets from the drag face, yeah, I'm eating. Those are eating. Those are eating real bad. Look at his face that I just made. Hold on, I'm about to save it. Who want a face to wait, let me actually hold on. What do we think? What do we think of this face that I've just made impromptu with the new assets? Huh? The back on this dress is so killer. So I'm wearing a new dress. I just made a new face. Like, it's giving. It's giving. It's giving. It's giving. Oh, like, okay. Well, that's it for the drag. There was really like not much to review. It's like the most microest of micro updates. I don't know if I had to rate it on a scale of 1 to 5. Well, I guess maybe it'd be more fair to rate each like individual thing. So if I have to rate the drag face on a scale of 1 to 5, I'm gonna give it a 4. I think there's a lot of really, really nice assets that came out of that. The individual like 3 eyeshadows, I want to give that like a 2. And this is like just, I'm like not even no shade, like I'm just being dead ass. Only one of them are like actually versatile and workable in situations that are like not pride related, which like it's nice that those, are representing pride. However, like it would be also nice if like they were usable in a more general context outside of that as well, because they look really cool. They look really cool, but you kind of can't customize them like at all. The dress, I'm giving the dress, I want to give it a 4. I want to give it a 4, but I'll probably say like 3.75, only because the top only toggle on this would have eaten down. It would have ate down so bad. And I'm not really in love with the bottom of it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like the way that this flares out, like the top part of the dress and the back of the dress is so fucking tea. And then you get down to the bottom, it's kind of like, oh, okay, like it's giving Little Mermaid. I don't know, but like it's not ugly at all. Like it is quite gorgeous. Like I want to emphasize, it is gorgeous. I just wish there were more toggles for the top and maybe a toggle for a different kind of skirt on the bottom. So if I have to give like the mini update, a rating on a scale of like 5, I'd give it a 3. I think this is a good starting point. Like obviously they can't do it all in any update, and even outside of Pride, they're not going to be able to do everything, and especially not everything the first time and do it all right. Okay, so I think this was a good starting point. I can definitely understand the frustration that a lot of people were having, and I personally, I'm not going to lie. When they first announced this, it definitely did give, this was a here damn update. Like it definitely gave, they saw how mad people were about not getting a Pride update and how much people were genuinely talking about boycotting or discontinuing playing the game because of this. And that's complete, those people, the way that they were feeling is completely understandable, because again, you can't have a game like Dress to Impress that is almost entirely built off of the back of gay and queer culture and then not pay your dues, not pay your respects. And I don't give a fuck about you trying to say, oh, you were scared about this or scared about it. No. If you are bold enough to create a literal copy and paste version of RuPaul's Drag Race, aka Style Showdown, and put it in your game, you can pay homage to the people you got those ideas from. Like literally. It's just that simple. Like it's literally just that simple. And the whole concept of DT as a whole, like the whole putting on outfit and going down a runway and like trying to get first place and win prizes, blah blah blah. Like all of that is derivative of queer culture. Like let's not sit here and act like it's not. So I think it's absolutely understandable that a large a portion of their community, myself included, were upset that we were not going to get, that we weren't feeling represented. Like, you want to take all of the nice, fun, shiny aspects of the culture and implement it into your game, but then not pay homage to where you got that stuff from. So yeah, it was a sticky situation. It absolutely gave here damn. I will say that just sitting here and recording this and looking at the face that I just made with some of the assets from the drag face in the dress, just like giving the dress its moment, I think it was worth the wait for the first time. Now, if we have a Pride update next year and it's just like same little tiny micro bullshit, like I might be feeling some kind of way. But for the first Pride update, for just testing the waters, for just sticking their toes in, I think this wasn't bad. I think this was not bad. And yeah, that's how I feel. I think now we can go ahead and switch on over to my opinions on the culture update. A lot of the outfits, let me start here. The nations that they chose to highlight for this culture update, it is not lost on me the significance of what that means. DTI and the DTI dev team choosing to highlight and represent this lineup of countries is absolutely a political statement. I don't care what anybody, and again, everyone says, oh, it's a kid's game, it's a kid's game. It's not a fucking kid's game. This was a political statement. This was them taking a stance in the best way that they know how, in the best way that they can. Now, this I understand. Trying to censor yourself over a Pride update, I'm sorry, I don't understand that. But being careful when it comes to this, comes to cultures, I understand them being more careful with this. This was an intentional choice of countries to highlight. All of these nations have one thing in common. They are under strife right now. They're being persecuted. And it is really important for a game like Dress to Impress to kind of, in any way that they can, to make known their stances on the cultural environment that we currently find ourselves in. And again, a lot of people say, it's just a game, it's a game, it's a game, it's a game. It is a game that is based off of real world cultures, people, and regions. It would be a misstep of them to not, take these opportunities to highlight these underrepresented nations and countries. I mean, just in general, highlighting the Navajo Nation. There are so many individuals who don't even know what that is. They don't even know what Navajo is. A Navajo people. They don't know what that is. I mean, admittedly, there are probably plenty of people, myself included, who looked up at the flags and maybe could not distinguish which flag was going to which region, which I think is a fault of the DTI team, because it took them, 2 weeks now that this culture update has been out, to actually add the info cards that were supposed to come with this update when it launched. I don't know what it is with this dev team where it's like they will put out a product and it will be half-ass. It will be admittedly half-ass, and then they'll just wait like 2 or 3 weeks and then fix all the shit that should have been fixed already when it launched. Like, I don't know what it's like. A really good example of this is if anybody played during the Flee the Facility DTI club. Now, they kind of skirted, DTI, the dev team, kind of skirted under the water when it came to the criticisms for this collab, because the Flee the Facility devs dropped their ball so hard that, like, basically all the focus went there. Yes, DTI did put out their end of the collab on the date that they were supposed to, unlike Flee the Facility. However, they put it out half-assed. They put out that collab, and a lot of the toggles on the dresses or on the hammer literally still said, "Name me." Does anybody remember that? Because I do. Like, they have this habit of putting out updates, putting out products that are not ready. I would prefer you just tell me you're not ready and reschedule the release. Like, I don't know. I hate getting delivered an unfinished and like a half-assed product. It makes me just like so upset. Like, y'all, I'm still feeling some type of way about the fact that they gave me the same boof-ass flower game in the Tokyo update and just literally copied and pasted it from the Valentine's update. That still has me hot. that, mind you, that happened like 2 months ago. That came out, and I'm still upset about it. Like, I really would implore them to either hire the help that they need, not be afraid to take the time that they need to work on things, or to simply just do what Flee the Facility does, where like they don't uh really commit to update deadlines. Like they just kind of put out their updates when they're ready to put out their updates. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily think that third method would work as well with the DTI community, because we do like to have our dates. We do like to be prepared. But like we have got to stop putting out half-ass bullshit and then just like adding onto it later, or minorly fixing it later, and just being like, oh well, it's good now. Anyways, sorry, I'm a ranty individual, but we already knew that. Let's go ahead and South Sudan. And a lot of people, when the culture update came out, we have Sudan and South Sudan, and I think they've changed it now. But when it first came out, I want to say they had one flag here. I don't remember, but like a lot of people were upset about the fact that they were combining Sudan and South Sudan dress and culture, because they're like two completely separate nations. They do have the info cards here for people that would like to learn more about each of these nations, which I would absolutely implore everybody to read. They advertised these info cards in the promotion for the culture update, and then we didn't actually get them. Mind you, they got plenty of backlash. Everybody's asking, where are the cards? Because last year's update came with the cards, I believe. Everybody's saying, where are the cards? We don't get the cards for like, what, 2 weeks after the update's already been out? Like, mama, it's giving too little too late. Like, what are we doing? Like, I don't know. I'm gonna try on some of the clothes for you guys, because I don't really necessarily remember what my opinions were. Also, was this here the first time? I don't know if I remember this dress. It has no toggles. Not that everything needs toggles, but you know, this dress, I remember, this is Palestine. Here. I remember I made an outfit with this dress. A lot of people were saying, while this is a traditional dress, like a lot of people were, I think, upset about the plainness of it, maybe, or not a lot of people. Palestinian individuals were saying, yes, this is a traditional dress. However, it is not like as intricate as a traditional dress actually would be. Like it was a more simplified, watered down version of it. This headpiece here, I'm absolutely in love with it. It's so gorgeous. And I've seen so many people like turn it into the craziest, most beautiful things. Here we have the Navajo Nation. The belts on this outfit go crazy. They go so crazy. Like the jewelry goes so crazy. Like, oh, it's so gorgeous. And I'm not even a silver girly. I'm really not. But this silver and turquoise look, oh, it's giving. I don't know. This is, I think this is Haiti. This is Haiti here. Yeah. This is Haiti. It's a gorgeous outfit. I like it. It's really cute. Toggles for only the top, only the skirt. Oh, also I think you can, okay, so see, this is also something that I'm talking about. When this first came out, you could not turn off these like squiggle details. I think you can now. Yeah, okay. And somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, because it's been like 2 weeks since this update first came out, so I don't really remember absolutely everything. But yeah, it's just like little stuff like that. Like why do we have to wait 2 weeks to get that in the I just don't understand it. Anyways, this outfit's fucking tea. This outfit is absolutely tea. Ooh, like it's giving. It's so gorgeous. Like even without adjusting anything on it, this is so pretty. And then the last one we have here on the right is Congo. I do remember there being discourse about the fact that a lot of Congolese people were saying this is not our actual, because Dress to Impress themselves, like Douyin made an announcement that specified this culture update was meant to be more traditional clothing for each of these nations. And so when this came out, a lot of Congolese people were like, this is not our traditional wear. This is like a special event kind of. The name for it is escaping me at the moment, but they were like, this is not traditional wear. This is like a special occasion type of wear. This is like dapper attire. This is not our actual traditional clothing. Like, I'm not gonna lie, when I first seen this set, the only thing I was thinking about was Sinners. Oh, the Sinners cosplay. Tell me I'm not the only one. Okay. I don't know. You guys, it's been so long since this goddamn update came out that like I'm just so I'm interjecting a little voiceover here just because I forgot to talk about the makeup and then the sorry rework. As for the makeup, I want to say honestly, pretty much every single one of the makeups was nice and they had really nice details. The only makeup I didn't like is this fuck ass face right here in the middle. I'm sorry. I know. The face that was for Haiti, I know that I'm sure the artist Mel spent a lot of time working on this face. I'm sorry, I hate to break it. And I hate that I have to be like very blunt and borderline rude here. The face is bad. I understand that Mel is like solely responsible. He was carrying DTI on its back when it first started. He is the one that kind of pioneered the more iconic faces that we kind of know old DTI by. But at this point, we're in 2026. We have to stop making faces that look like they're made for 24 and early 2025. Like the face itself looks extremely flat. Like it looks almost really, obviously it's 2D, but it looks like a sticker. Like it looks superimposed. Like I don't know, I can't put my finger on why it looks so uncanny, but it looks visibly different, like noticeably different than all the other faces. I just don't. And the way that the eyes, you can't even adjust the eyeshadow, the permanent blue eyeshadow. It's just the only good thing about that face is the lips. As an individual asset, the lips are workable. I pretty much would not touch anything else on that face. And I'm not saying there's not people out there who would enjoy this. I'm just not one of them. I think that face is bad. And I think it kind of drags down the rest of the faces that released with the culture update, in my opinion. And I feel like I said a lot of this in my initial recording of my review for this. As for the sorry rework, I think I forgot to talk about that in this update, mainly just because I have never worn the sorry or used it in outfits really in any way, shape, or form. Obviously I have, but like it's not something that I go and look for. So I'm going to be honest, the sorry getting reworked, it doesn't affect me at all because I'm not using that item. However, I have seen people have like discourse about how basically the sorry looks just like it did before the rework and it's not really a significant or productive rework. I don't know. I don't really have solid, strong opinions about that because again, it's just not an item that I care about or that I'm going to use. And that's just me being blunt right now. So, okay, editor's note, done. Let's have a talk, okay? Let me put on some clothes and then we'll have a talk. Go teleport somewhere in this gigantic ass map. Hopefully Brazil is not like this. Yes, they have announced that we're going to Brazil for the summer update. Yay. Sorry if I don't sound as enthused. I'm just really getting tired of traveling all around the world and having to sacrifice legitimate gameplay and quality of life updates for the team to build these overly extravagant, gigantic ass maps. Like, I'm sorry. I know, but like, oh, I've never sat here before. This little, it's tea. Culture update. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. Could have been. They could have did a couple things better, but I think them choosing to highlight the nations that they did by itself is definitely something worth clapping over. Back to Brazil. They have announced that they are going to Brazil for the summer update. I apologize, I guess, if I sound a little bit less than enthused. I'm just really getting tired of being bored of this game. I'm getting tired of being exhausted of this game. Like I don't play this game. I don't play this game anymore. I get on this game, I make face tutorials, I make hair tutorials, I, make little videos with people in my Discord server or community and have a little bit of fun, and then I get off and I go play something else. Or I go, actually touch grass or something these days. But like I'm getting, and I feel this way. This game feels boring to me because I feel like we keep getting these extravagant updates that we're not asking for instead of actual quality of life updates that will add something of longevity to the game. Style Showdown has been snowing. We're in June, the middle of the fucking year. Style Showdown is still showing. It's still snowing in Style Showdown. Okay, it pains me because that is such a actually. Wait, guys, I have to pause. I think I hear a kitten outside. Wait a minute, I'll come back. I forgot that I'm literally sitting in a cat cafe in the game. So yes, of course I'm hearing cat sounds. Okay, like, ooh. We gotta get it together, Messy. I'm like, because I have actual like stray cats that like hang around outside my apartment, and I was like, yes, oh my god, finally they came back. Girl, Anyways. Get back to the point. The game is getting really stale because instead of actually, investing in the quality of life things, such as making the game itself more fun to play, they keep making the game bigger. Like, it's not what people are asking you for. It's just not. And I don't know. I hate to be the bearer. I hate to that YouTuber who's saying like, oh my God, Dress to Impress is dying. Because, I mean, it still has like very, very, very above average numbers. Like, it's not dying, but it is, or I'm sorry, it's not dead, but it is dying. Like, it's the hype for it has definitely died down. And I think they are failing to really capitalize on the aspects of the game that people enjoy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I was really crossing my fingers for the culture update. I was really looking forward to it. I was so happy, and it kind of just disappointed me when it came out. Granted, I gave it a 4, mainly just because I do appreciate the selection of countries they chose to highlight, but like, I was disappointed. I was underwhelmed. Like, I don't know. I haven't had the feeling that I had during the Black History Month update for this game since that happened. And I don't know if maybe because the Black History Month update was something that was more close to my heart. Obviously, I was minorly involved in a part of that update, being one of the creators they chose to highlight, but like, I haven't been as excited for this game since. Like, March 1st hit and everything just felt like everything just kind of shifted. And I'm waiting for it to shift back. I'm waiting to fall in love with this game again, because the way that I feel about this game now, if you told me in like August through like November of 2025, you told me I would barely touch this game right now, I would think you're lying. I would think you're joking. I would wake up and clock like literally 8 hours a day on that game. I'm not even joking. Every day I was playing Dress to Impress during that time period. And now, I'm lucky if I play it for an hour a week. I'm hoping that the summer update will change that. Maybe we'll take a trip to Brazil. Maybe it'll change everything. I'm hoping that they really prioritize what matters and they don't waste their time building the world's biggest Brazil sandbox for free play. Please, dear God, do not give me another map that is so fucking big you have to literally introduce a teleportation mechanic to the game to get around the map. Come on. Enough of it. I want to love this game again, but I think I'm waiting for the devs to feel like they love it too. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna just do a real sloppy quick edit and post this, because if I don't, it'll sit in my drafts forever. Hope you guys liked it, and I'll make a video when the Brazil update drops. I think it drops next Friday, not this coming Friday, but next Friday on July 3rd. So we'll see you then. I might post a couple different videos in between then. Maybe some random challenges. Who knows? Maybe some tutorials. But that's all for now. So stay messy. Bye.
Yeah, it's been a long day, I'm just tryna relax, finna take it inside, and turn on that messy, cause I know that she finna make it a vibe, I turn on that messy and let out a laugh, I'm enjoying my life, oh, she dropped the vid, so it's time to tune in, cause I know that it's fire, just tapping with messy, little baby, cause you know it's gon' be a vibe, just tapping with messy, little baby, cause you know it's gon' be a vibe, just tapping with messy, little baby, cause you know it's gon' be a vibe.